Hey family, today we're going to make oregano tea. I hope this video finds everyone in good health. The ingredients you're going to need are dried oregano, and I recommend organic so that you don't get a cup full of pesticides. We have some raw and unfiltered honey, your favorite teacup or coffee mug, and that's about 12 ounces. And I have here something we're going to brew the oregano in. I don't recommend brewing your oregano in your coffee maker because it has a strong taste and it's very hard to get rid of. So here I also have my electric water heater, if you want to call it that. I'm going to turn that on. We want to get some boiling water going. And while we're waiting for that, I'm going to put some, probably about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of dried oregano in our little brewer. Also, this looks like this because I've brewed oregano in here for a lot of times, and I brewed some this morning. After you brew your oregano, you don't have to throw it away because you can use it again. You can just leave it in whatever you brewed it in and use it again. So we're going to boil some water, and we're going to pour it in our little brewer. You can, any oregano that you spill, you can throw it away or pick it up again. So our water is boiling, and we're going to put the boiling water in our brewer, and we're going to let it steep. I don't know for how long. I go by color of what the tea turns into. So you pour the water in, and you let your oregano brew. It's going to turn, I like to let mine brew until it's a dark brown color. The stronger the better. Some people may not like it that strong. I like mine strong because I want it to do what it's going to do. So while it's brewing, I will tell you why we're making oregano tea. Oregano tea is good for allergies, colds, the flu, things that cause you to make mucus, particularly upper respiratory things. It helps you to get the mucus out of your body. It also helps you to recover faster because it's nature's antibiotic. It deals with, it can deal with viruses, but also, let me look at my notes here. Other germs and things that cause your body to make a lot of mucus. It helps with if you have a cough. Now, if you have a cough like you have post-nasal drip and you brew oregano and you're getting the mucus out and you still have a cough, you can add some dried thyme to that. It's starting to get to a color that we want. So I like to let mine get a little darker than that. I have the honey here because brewed oregano can tend to be bitter. And if you're brewing oregano, you can give brewed oregano to kids down to the age of less than a year. I've done that with my own kids. And because of the taste, if they're old enough to say, ew, mommy, that tastes nasty, you can, instead of using water to brew the oregano, you can use apple juice. You can boil some apple juice and brew the oregano in the apple juice, and that helps with the flavor. starting to get pretty dark. I'm going to let it get slightly darker. And if you're going to use honey, which I do sometimes and sometimes I don't, I'm very used to the taste of the oregano. You can go ahead and put your honey in your cup. About, to taste, however you want to do. I use about 2 tablespoonfuls of honey. And this is pretty dark. I let mine get darker, about the color of coffee. And with this little device, you can just sit it on top of your cup and it drains the brewed oregano out or whatever other liquid you have in there, so you don't have to pour. Pretty fun, huh? So once you have it like that, you take it off and you stir. And then you drink your oregano. You can drink this up to every hour, once an hour, to help you get rid of the mucus, the cough, the cold, the bacteria, the virus. Now, there are going to be some people that even with the honey or the apple juice, they're not going to like the taste of this oregano. So what I have here is you can put another tea bag in your oregano. I have lemon, I have mint, and I have orange spice. Whatever your favorite thing is to put in there, you can just put it in. Just, experiment and see how the taste comes out for you. You can even go ahead and put some fresh lemon in there. That will help as well. I kind of don't care how it tastes because I'm drinking it for effect and not taste. And then you just enjoy your cup of oregano tea once it cools down for you to be able to sip on that. I also have here, in case you don't have this little device, some coffee filters. So what you can do with that is you can put your dried oregano in this coffee filter. Like I said, I do not recommend putting oregano in your coffee machine. It will flavor your coffee forever. You put your dried oregano in the coffee filter, and then you just, fit that inside your cup. Pour your hot water over that, and then when it's brewed to the color and the strength that you want, you just pick it up, take it out, and throw it away. There you go. Simple, easy peasy. And you don't have a lot of cleanup. And that's all I have to say about that, except there are other things that oregano can be used for. Like I said before, it can help with digestion. I did a little research. I've never used it as an insect repellent, but there's suggestions for that. You can brew some oregano tea and pour it in some foot soak. If you have athlete's foot, it would help with that. And it's pretty good. It's served me well over the years. I can tell you a small story. Me and my youngest daughter, when she was still a baby in diapers, she was about 6 months old, we caught a virus. And it was terrible. I couldn't breathe well. She couldn't breathe well. We couldn't get rid of the mucus. We went to the doctor. We got antibiotics. We used a nebulizer that you use for asthma. None of that helped. And so I said, it was very hard for me. I couldn't even sleep in the bed. I had to sleep with her sitting up next to me so that we both could breathe. And finally, I just gave up. I said, I guess this is going to take us away. So I said, we're going to go to church and come home, and whatever happens, happens. Well, while we were at church, there was an older lady, and I was telling her about, what was going on. And she told me, just brew some oregano, drink that. It will take all the mucus out and you'll start to feel better. Wow, it really worked. I drank a cup of oregano tea. I started giving the oregano to my baby in an eyedropper, or she was kind of sipping it out of a teaspoon. And it started to decongest us while we were drinking it, so it was really helpful, and I've been using it ever since. So if you want to try that out, go ahead and enjoy your oregano. Thank you for coming.